Yo guys, it's your buddy bluesenzan, and we're here with a review of episode 3 of Iron-Blooded Orphans. Okay guys, to start it off with, I loved the whole episode was awesome. I like the fact that how Mika, that dude's a pimp. Alright, that dude, he has style that he doesn't even know. Because first off, he has that little girl who likes him, and then with the whole scene with the whole the food. And then Kadalia made the big pieces, and she was like, no, I had to take responsibility because I fucked up. And he's like, and he eats it, he's like, it feels like I'm really eating because it's big and stuff. And then she's like blushes and stuff. He's like, it was good. And I was like, damn, dude, you got her. And then later on, when they drugged the first group, and then they had them in I was happy for that part, because I was like, yes, that's how you gotta do it, man. Those people are messed up scum. And then when they they killed the two I wanted dead. The leader of the first group and that douchebag with the blonde hair, like in the first episode, how he freaking backhand, well, with the stick, that one kid in the face. Him too. The two child beaters got murdered. I like the fact though, when the accounting guy, when they were given the option, is either you stay with us or you dip. The accounting guy's like, oh, I want to dip. And then Biscuit, oh man, Biscuit, my nigga, he's like, oh wait, you're Dexter from the accounting. Oh, we're gonna use you for a bit. No. I was like, see, man, I'm sorry, man. That's your own fault for being good at what you do. But then the guy, the pudgy dude with the Hitler stash. Oh man, look, I knew he was scheming how he joins the kids. But part of me's like, okay, I don't want him there because he's like his ideals are douchey. But at the same time, I feel like Orga, you need that person there so you can see how shitty an adult could be. So you can not be that. So it's like, it's bad that he's there, and at the same time it's good that he's there because he's the bad example you don't want to be. If you ever come yourself with agreeing with that guy, then you're just a piece of shit. Like that blonde kid, who his name I will never remember now because of how he's somewhat agreeing with this guy, with the whole oh, we should give Galahorn Cordelia and stuff. And I was like, dude, for real, man? Come on, get out of here. But then later on in the episode when we had Orga looking at the Gundam. Oh, also, I'm glad that the mechanic guy stayed. He's such a favorable person. Like how he's cool with the kids. I'm happy he's there. But anyways, when Orga's looking at the Gundam and Cordelia comes out, and she's seeing it, she's like, oh my god, it's amazing how Mikao was able to use that, and he must have had training. And then Orga's like, nah, that was his first time. Originally the gun, mobile suits were that system with the whiskers were used for the mobile suits. So I was like, oh man, that's cool. And I like how the girl, oh my gosh, she's such a good heroine. Because if you notice throughout the whole episode, I like the ones who just fucking talk bullshit and stuff. She understands, and the fact of she takes responsibility. And oh my gosh, it's wow, she knows what she has to do. That's the one thing. You don't sit here looking at the episode and be like, dang bitch, put your wheels on, do what you gotta do. She knows, so that's a cool thing. So anyways, with the challenge of Crank, oh my gosh, that battle was amazing. I found it funny when Cordelia was saying how she wanted to oh, she would have had the surgery, she was able she could do stuff and she'd be useful. But then Orga's like, nah, that surgery, me, including me and Mika, 10 kids, in total, only 4 of them didn't make the surgery, and then they're crippled for life, and they're probably dead by now. We survived. And Mika, he did the surgery 2 times extra, because, he knows he needs power. And throughout the whole fight, and you see Mika's skills, it's amazing. And then the whole conversation with Orga and this girl, when this girl was saying oh yeah, I gotta fight like him, and then Orga's like, you, and he's like, no, I decided not to get the surgery. I decided on the fact that I have my own battlefield and I had to fight it. And the determination, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, yes! There's only episode 3 and you already know what you gotta do? Oh, yes, awesome. And then alright, the killing of Crank. Okay, first off, Mikazuki. Dude, he's stone cold. It's okay, when he killed the first 2 corpse dude, he did it fucking all chillax, bang bang bang, no emotion. And with the whole Crank dude, after he's okay, I can't kill myself. And then Mario Kart saying thanks, gonna say thank you, because alright, pop pop pop. And I was like, holy shit, dude, let at least the man say you for the thank you. Dude, you're like, you kill like easy. And then the whole fight when the staff got broken, the lance, and then the stick just lands in front of Orga. Orga didn't even move. He's just there, gets to cut in the cheek, and he's just like, nah, I'm gonna watch this fight to the end. Mika gets killed in this fight, I'm dying here. It's like, wow. And and for the lance to have that freaking impact thing, that reminds me of the Alteres from Super Robot Wars with the revolver stake. Oh man, that was such a cool move. I can't wait until he busts out the katana. And then later on throughout the episode, we see that this girl decided that, yo, I'm gonna use these, like, not use the kids, but since they're financially have issues and stuff, because after like the first corps left, the ones that decided like we'll leave, and then they gave him money, which first off, Orga's like strategizing on the whole like money issues. He understands, like when he was explaining, I was like, okay, I get you. Yeah, you had to get the money, they did the work, and then the 2 orphan kids who wanted to dip, he gave the money too, and then, you know, because they did their work. Which I was like, alright, that's cool, man. Orga, he's a good leader. He's a good leader. Like, yeah, and another thing you have to get the first corp money for when they did, just in case they don't come back like assholes and try to attack in a sneak attack. Yeah, killing them all would have been one thing, but then that just makes you scumbag. And you dealt with scumbags your whole life, so you don't want to be one of them. That's what the Hitler stash dude is. He's a scumbag, but he's the one that you need there so you could see and be like, that's the path I cannot choose. And then, like, at the end, when Kadalia actually decided to, like, have them, like, you know, continue escorting her, so that takes care of their finances, because she can't rely on her dad, she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go with my benefactor who helps me out throughout the whole campaign of independence, and I forgot his last name, but the main name, like, the Noblest, and I was like, wait, Noblest? Wasn't that mentioned in episode 2? How this guy wanted, like, the fundings from the, how Gallahorn wanted fundings from the Noblest and stuff. I guess I'm thinking, this is just me, it could be totally wrong, but he probably, like, if he had the whole war happen, like the Kadalia dead, then since he's the Mars branch, he probably would have went with the Mars people to attack, but then the Noblest would have been funding it, so they would have got mad money, and then they could just half-assed and dip. That's just my opinion. It's a half-assed theory, so it could be totally wrong. It'll be blasted off like in the next episode, but whatever. That's just there. But, like, and I feel like the Noblest guy, because they say he's a rich boy and stuff, he has to be the guy in the intro. Like, in the intro, when you see that one guy, like, this chick, like, comes and kisses him, I think that's the Noblest guy. So, I won't find out until, like, episode 4. But so far, this has been a good episode. The next episode is going to be, like, a laid-back episode, obviously, because we can't have fighting all the time. But, what you call it? I have one complaint. Mika, why are you sniffing that? Like, you got that little girl's bracelet thing that she made for him, but he, like, smells it. I was like, dude, bad enough with the ending intro when you're, like, fetal style at the space, but you also have this whole smelling issue thing. Is like, alright, he's an orphan, doesn't have a mother, not a lot of females around, so I'm assuming, or people caring, like from the opposite gender. And then in all animes and manga, when someone's near your girl, they're like, oh, she smells nice. So I guess that's Mika's, like that smell thing is like a calming factor for him. But at the same time, that's awkward, man. I'm sorry, man, but that's awkward. But every Gundam pilot has a flaw. That's his flaw. I'm glad that's the only flaw, I'm hoping. But yeah, that was just a little But anyways, so, like I said before, so far this episode has been good. They already have a purpose. They know what they have to do. The girl's on track of what she has to do. She didn't need fucking 25 episodes to figure out what she has to do, Peacecraft. But I'm sorry, I don't hate Relina. I understand her, but I'm just saying though, because since this story, like how this girl is sort of similar to like Relina Peacecraft, she's just better at how her shit is. Like, she already knows what she has to do, and like knows that lives will be lost and understands that, which is a plus, because we won't be screaming at her like, bitch, shit happens. So, you know, it's good. So yeah, so next episode is gonna be the setup for when I guess they're gonna go meet the Noblest. If it doesn't happen next episode, I feel like it's gonna happen in episode 5. Episode 4 is most likely getting the setup. Cause they still have money. They have like 3 months worth, and they have an extra mobile suit that they can like use its parts or customize it. So yeah. Oh man, this is a great series, man. This is a great series. And Orga, dude, you're my nigga, man. Oh man, that dude has like, Yeah, he knows. He knows how to run the company. And then the name, Takada, I messed up. I most likely did. Which is Iron Flower. At first you're like, Iron Flower, really? But then it's like a flower that never wilts. I was like, that makes sense. And they're in space, and it goes with the ending song. Huh? The ending, when you see the explosion, it looks sort of like a flower. So I was like, ooh. And come on, it's not like we haven't had any dumbass names in the whole Gundam series and stuff. Hell, we even have a Gundam called Unicorn Gundam. Come on. Like, yes, it's powerful, but the name, man, the name. So yeah, so we had way worse names. So anyways, I can't wait till they get their ship. I feel like it's gonna look like a white base slash Archangel. I feel like it has to be one of those two. I doubt it'll look like the Millennium from like Wing, because of how, like in the intro, how you see like how it looks like the inside. I feel like it's more between white base or Archangel. I like the Archangel, so I'm going with that. So anyways, this has been your buddy bluesenzan, and looking forward to Iron Blooded Orphan episode 4. So see you guys then. Peace.